Hi, I'm Carla with another tip for the Taiko Love Photo and Video Challenge. So one question that people give me is, how is it possible that Nen Daiko has so many great photos and videos from your performances? And the answer to that is we have $1 million that we spend on photography and video. No, that is not the answer. The answer is that we reach out to wonderful people who take great photos and videos of us during our performances. And you might ask, well, how do you find them? I'll show you my best trick. So I use Instagram. And if you look on the search functionality of Instagram, you can search by everything, by the person's name, by hashtag, or by location. This is the one you need to be thinking about. So what you do is after you do a performance, for maybe a week after or even 10 days afterwards, you search on the location and you look for any photos that have been posted of your performance at that location. You are far, far more likely to get photos that way or videos because people don't tend to remember to tag their photos and videos with the name of your group or even Taiko. What they will do is they will tend to use the default, which is that the software will suggest to them that would they like to add the location. And so that is just a fabulous way to find photographers and videographers and then reach out to them and ask them if they would like to share their photos and videos with you. So let's say you find a great photo or video from the performance and you really want to share it. What would I suggest you do then? Well, here is my process. So first thing I do is I just message the person via Instagram and I say, hi, I'm from Nen Daiko and we love your photos and videos. We're so glad you came to the performance. We're wondering if you would like to let us repost your photos or videos on our account. And they almost always say yes. I don't know if I've ever had anyone say no. So then the next thing I ask is, how would you like us to credit you? Now, sometimes people will want you to credit them with their account name, but not usually. Usually they want you to put their first and last name. And that's what I would encourage you to do because that's friendlier. And because in most cases, we're talking about amateur photographers and videographers. They're not trying to drive traffic to their Instagram account. They're just being nice and sharing the wonderful experience they had watching your group play Taiko. So make sure you get their photo credit or video credit. Next thing you're going to do is you're going to ask them, did you take any more photos or videos of our performance? Because maybe they put up one, but they didn't want to be excessive. But meanwhile, they have 30 wonderful photos of your performance. And some of those photos might be more suitable for what you need later on. So you could ask them, could I have more? And usually they'll say, sure, I did take more. Let me share that with you. And then what you're going to say is, okay, do you have them in higher resolution? That's what you're going for, higher resolution. Because Instagram will strip out the quality of the photos and videos. It might add filters. And you want the original files that were directly from their phone or camera. So you ask them if they can give it to you in higher resolution. And usually that's going to be through Dropbox or through a Google Drive, right? And whatever works for them, whatever they're comfortable doing. Okay, now here's where it gets really, really important. You don't just say bye-bye and never talk to them again. You're going to keep cultivating that relationship with a photographer year after year. People are very habituated, and if they came to your performance this year, they probably are going to go to your performance next year. So when the performance happens next year, you can reach out to them even and say, hey, are you going to be at our performance? We're so looking forward to seeing you, and get them warmed up and ready to already be sending you their photos and videos, and they might get it to you faster as well, like right on the day of the performance, which allows you to share it faster. So that's really important, is to keep having that relationship. And the number one thing to remember to have a good relationship with somebody who's donating their art to you is to always, always, always give credit. This is like no matter what. It doesn't matter if it's in a marketing piece. It doesn't matter if it's on your website, social media. You always, and it doesn't matter if it's your friend or your mom or whoever, always give photo credit or video credit. And personally, I've experienced where I've given my photos or videos to a group and they did not give photo credit, and I'm probably not going to do that again. So that's just number one. I can't tell you. Plus, it protects your organization, whether it's your Taiko group or the group that your Taiko group is with, because if you're giving photo credit, then it's very clear, copyright, you've already asked permission, it's totally above board legally. So the problem is that you're going to get tons of photos and videos, right, this way, and it can get very disorganized very quickly. And that's where you get into making sure that your files are very organized. Now, Nen Daiko, we keep our photos and videos on Google Drive. Well, we keep our photos on Google Drive. We keep our videos on an external drive because they're so huge. But the very most important thing you need to do to help yourself and future people who will do marketing for your Taiko group is that when you save the files, put the credit in the file name. So there's a lot of things you can put in the file name. You could put the song you were playing, you could put the event you were playing at, you can put the name of the people who were playing. You can put lots of really helpful information that will help you find that photo later. But at the minimum, absolutely, I beg of you to put the credit in the file name of the photo and video so that this photo and video is useful in the future. And if you have a big stockpile of photos and videos without credits in your file name, I would rectify that. I would go put them in there. Or if you cannot find out who gave you those photos and videos, I would get rid of them, because you really should not be sharing stuff that you do not know where it came from. So those are my tips on how to build relationships with photographers and videographers. This is a really great group of people, your fan base in some cases. And so you want to really cultivate those relationships, and some of these folks have ended up being some really great friends, I can tell you, over the years as I've been playing with Nen Daiko. I hope that helps you prepare for Taiko Love.